Hi guys, welcome back. It's Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111, and we are here once again to do the new moon in Gemini lunar energies. I upload every new moon, every full moon, every big gateway, which, by the way, there's a lot of numerology floating around out there. I didn't mention it in Gemini's video, but right now it's the 2222, right? May 22nd of 2020. So twos are all about duality, and it's about mirroring, and it's about practicing. So I just uploaded the channeled message from Spirit. If you've been to my channel before, by the way, this is for the zodiac sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and all cross watchers. You need to watch the channeled message. If you don't, you are doing yourself a grave disservice, because I got some huge downloads on how to become a powerful conscious co-creator with the divine. Knowing yourself, trusting. That's the whole theme of this new moon, is know thyself. Trust thyself. Trust the universe. You know what you know. You're going to be practicing with your new tools that you've gotten, all the lessons, all the purging, all the growth, all the revelations and aha moments. Deep shit. And you've learned a lot. You've become the initiative. And this month, you're supposed to practice being the adept. So Spirit didn't want me to bring you a tarot reading. Spirit said this is the month where you're supposed to trust your inner knowing. Trust your guidance. Trust your intuition. So instead of doing a tarot predictive type energy, Spirit wanted me to just bring you guys some oracle cards on what you should be practicing. What lessons you personally need to be becoming adept at? Where can you practice what you've learned in order to realign back to love, joy, and happiness much faster than you ever have before? And how can you redirect your creative energy? Go watch it, guys. I'm not going to spoon feed it to you. It's good stuff. You want to know how to manifest and tap into the law of attraction? Good stuff. Go watch it. So, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, you are the initiative, right? We're all initiatives. If you're on the ascension journey, whether you're a twin flame, or you've been activated by an ascension partner, or perhaps you've just been awakened, your DNA has been activated, and you have been purging, growing. If all of that resonates with you, then you need to go watch the channeled video. It's almost an hour long, but I'm telling you, if you don't watch it, you're missing out. And it's not because I'm looking for accolades. It's because I really believe Spirit brought me a very, very, very profound message. And if you're on the ascension journey, you're worth an hour. Clear your schedule. Do some self-reflecting. All right, so Cancer, let's just get you some guidance. You are becoming the adept. What did you learn from the supermoon last month, or at the beginning of the month? Were you triggered? Did you look at it? Did you realign to something better much quicker than you ever did before? It's time to practice. Spirit has taught you a lot of lessons. You've cleared a lot of stuff. And now you need to practice what you've learned to become adept at it. So this reading this month is going to be much shorter, but it's going to be guidance on the areas that you need to be becoming adept at. All right? So your Moonology card. This is funny. Okay, it's not the new moon, but it's full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. That was part of the channeled message. Spirit said, For twin flames, at least. If you don't resonate with that, that's fine. You don't have to. But Spirit said specifically for the twin flames that this is the month where we're going to know what we know. All the things we've been doubting, all of the questions and concerns and the flip-flopping. I think I do, I think I don't, I think he is, I think he's not, I think she is, I think she's not. All of that, this is going to be the month where you're just going to know. You'll know what you know. So the answers you need are coming. Surrender cards. Surrender your attachment to the result. That's that trust. Trust. Know thyself. If God is everything and everything is God, if God is all that ever was, ever is, ever shall be, then what does that make you? And if you know thyself, you have trust. And you know that you are a creator being, and what you focus on will come in divine timing because you're a co-creator with the divine source. So surrender your attachments around the results. You're going to have to practice letting go of the outcome. You're going to have to practice releasing control issues and being in the flow state. This is how you're going to become adept at what you are initiated to become adept at. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome sabotages it. Let it go. Trust. Be that Three of Wands, standing on the edge of the precipice, looking out, waiting for your ship to come in. You're not waiting because you're hoping it's on its way. No, you've got far better things to do than that. You're waiting because you know it's on the way and you trust, right? Surrender low self-esteem. You deserve success. You deserve love. You deserve abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. Practice makes perfect. Mantras. I am a powerful conscious creator, co-creating with the divine my highest and best life. Everything always works out for me. I have everything I need and plenty to share. I am enough. I am a child of the King. I am the great inheritor of all that is, all that ever was, all that ever shall be. I am worthy. You deserve success, love, and abundance because know yourself. Know who you are. Know that nothing out there could exist if you didn't focus on it. Surrender self-esteem, low self-esteem. Surrender to effortlessness. Look, there's a lot of flow energy that Spirit's asking you to be in the flow, right? The answers you need are coming. Trust and have faith. Surrender any issues you might still be dealing with around your worthiness, about, who you are and what you're capable of and why you're here, and God doesn't make junk, right? And then surrender to the flow of detaching from creating the outcome. Once again, I'm going to give you the parable of planting seeds. The farmer can't go out every day and dig up the seed to see if God's doing his work. There's a faith, a trust aspect. So surrender to effortlessness. I don't know if I showed you the picture. Look at her. She just, swinging, naked, feeling good. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force your way up the river. Good advice. Practice makes perfect. Patience. This is a big one for me, and I'm a double Cancer. This really hits home. Now is the time to learn, study, gather information, and practice. Enjoy being a student, because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. We're becoming the adept, right? We are going from the student to the teacher. Patience, flow, surrender, trust, know thyself. The answers you need are coming. Faith, practice makes perfect. I keep hearing it. Shanti. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and smoother roads ahead. See, guys, you're practicing your flow state. Practice realigning to love and joy and happiness and trust and knowing that you're capable and worthy. Cleanse and detoxify. There's another one that resonates with me. With great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, we'll help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways, because you're practicing that very thing, shedding the old and practicing with the new, creating something different. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. Yeah, guys, start listening. Like me, I've been aching. My pain body's been activated, and I know it's because I need more exercise. I need to eat less carbs. There's, processes that I know I should be practicing and don't always do. So that's more of becoming the adept, is to practice what you've learned. Spirit has clearly shown me better ways of treating myself and my body, internally and externally, mind, body, and spirit. Practice. Pillars of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Cancers. You were incarnated under the sign of the mother, the nurturer, the empress feminine energy, right? I mean, actually, the empress is all 4 queens. But Cancers are very intuitive, and you are oracles. You are definitely the medium between heaven and earth, right? You bring this light down through you into the collective. So practice getting in touch with the light. Practice listening and intuiting and knowing. Practice your gifts. The Great Gathering, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits and soul tribe. This also resonates with me. I've been meeting a lot of twin flames and a lot of people on the ascension journey, and God's just been guiding them to me so effortlessly, and I need to be practicing my intuition, my knowing thyself. Practice knowing thyself, right? The Great Gathering. You're going to be energetically aligning with your soul tribe. Now these cards are new. These are the archetype oracle deck, and I've watched other readers use them, and I wanted to implement them in this reading because I asked Spirit, what tools or archetypes are Cancers needing to practice becoming more adept at recognizing the shadow side and transcending it and transmuting it into the light attribute. Okay, so we have angel, light attribute, helping those in need with no expectation of return. So that's what you're supposed to be practicing, how to help others without expecting anything, no judgments, no preconceived notions, no conditions, right? Just because you want to treat others the way you want to be treated. First, do no harm, right? You put love out, you get love back. Then we have the shadow attribute. If you're working from the shadow attribute, you need to be practicing how to become adept at working at the light attribute. So the shadow attribute is acting innocent or angelic, just to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with the angelic guidance. So if you guys are not, if you're not in alignment with clear messages from Spirit, realign to unconditional love and to be in service without expectation, and everything will open up. Everything will flow divinely to you, and you will be the oracle. Okay? Sometimes I know I feel pressure. When people order private readings from me, I'm like, oh my God, there's so much pressure. What if I misguide them or mislead them? Or what if I tell them something I believe to be true and then later find out it's not. And Spirit says when you open your channel to be the clear oracle, to be the medium, and to trust and have faith and know thyself, that's not ever going to be a problem, ever. Ego is the only thing that distorts spirit messages. So if you feel like you're faking it until you make it, you need to be praying and practicing. They're not saying don't do it. They're saying practice integrity. Practice using your tools in a better way. Set your intentions. Refocus your mind because you're the creator, right? Where do you put your focus and attention and intention? And if you're doubting yourself, then that's not feeling worthy. And that means you're just going to put trash out there for others to believe is true. If you're an angel, you know it. Take control of your light attribute, or take control of your shadow and transmute it to light. Virgin, wow. Light attribute, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. Shadow attribute, fear of intimate union. Wow, guys, that's a big one. So if you have closed your heart chakra off to being intimate and in union with somebody that's showing you that you're worthy, you need to know yourself, you need to trust, and you need to know your self-worth. You've got to clear out. Oh, guys, I'm just here to say maintain a symbolic purity of heart and spirit. Don't be afraid of being intimate, because when you're afraid of intimacy, it just means that you feel fear around who you are and what you're worthy of. Think on that. Meditate on that. Trust your inner knowing on that. Addict. Here we go again. This one resonates. I'm going to read the shadow attribute first. Addict. Shadow attributes compromises your integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. I'm hearing, I don't remember how it goes, something about the soul is strong but the flesh is weak, or something like that. Will is strong but the flesh is weak. Stop doing anything that compromises your integrity and honesty. Any addictive patterns you have, take a look at why. Why are they there, and why are you doing it, and what fulfillment do you get from it, and where can you find fulfillment within yourself other than doing something that harms, right? This is all about practicing to be an adept without causing harm, being a conscious co-creator without causing harm to others. It says the light attribute is helping you recognize and confront all addictive behaviors, pushing against the wave. I have some addictions I have to work on. So practice becoming more adept at controlling the shadow attribute of an addiction or an addictive tendency. All right, now I want you guys, just like last month, to ask a yes or no question. I only wanted one card and I got two. All right, so ask a question. You're going to get timing, or you're going to get a yes or no, or guidance somehow. And it can be on any area of your life, but I suggest you ask a question on something you're trying to master as an initiate to become adept at becoming something better than you've ever been before, and knowing that you're capable of doing it. So take a moment and ask your question. What do Cancers need to know? We have divine timing. That one I get a lot. We have yes. And we have within the next few weeks. That's profound, guys. That's profound. Practicing. You're going to become adept, and this is profound. Divine timing. Yes. Whatever you ask, the answer is yes. It's coming in divine timing. And if you can practice what you are learning, you can have that even possibly within the next few weeks. Okay, now look at, I'm not playing favorites because I'm a double Cancer. I take whatever falls out of the deck. And so this next message is for my twin flames or just Cancer in love, whether it's a twin flame, a sacred soulmate, a karmic soulmate, or just someone you fancy really a lot. Okay, so here's advice. Free yourself. Look at, there's that magical unicorn again, trapped in this little pen. And quite frankly, if it stood up on its feet and took the initiative, it could step right over that fence and free itself at any moment in time. It's time to take back control of your life. Take back control. Guys, you are the creator. Embodied. Know yourself, because where your magic in manifesting is where you focus your attention, and your intention is what that's the magic. As soon as you focus on something, you bring life to it. As soon as you pull your power back and refocus your attention on something better, that better is what you're creating, and the other cease to exist. So it's time to take back control of your life. Know thyself. Then we have flirt. And by the way, it could be your energy or your person's energy. I think you already know that, but I just better put that out there. Then we have flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others. Don't be so serious. Remember, you have surrender your attachment to the results, surrender low self-esteem, and surrender to effortlessness. Flirt, have fun. Be a kid, daydream. Look, go watch the channeled message. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. See, part of being the initiate, part of being the adept is practicing recognizing the red flags that before, when you got triggered before, you could stay triggered forever before you ever worked it out. And some people never work it out. It takes them lifetimes to work it out. But being the adept, you've been shown through your purging, through your past life recollection, through your newfound awareness, through your new life lessons and new tools, that you can now recognize those triggers and start working on them and ask, why was I triggered? What did I feel? Where did I feel that first? And who do I blame? And why do I judge? And that's what you're practicing. You're practicing recognizing the red flags. And when you see them, you're practicing realigning yourself with what you want to create instead of what you don't. And there's healing that needs to be done around that. And actually, I feel like a lot of you have done a lot of healing. Now it's just when you get triggered, quickly realign yourself back to love and joy and happiness, and practice vibrational alignment. I'm going to leave it there because I'm not supposed to be over teaching this month. Then we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. As a twin flame reader, this is my twin flame card in this particular deck. This person is getting the crown of Christ consciousness. So this is, you are an initiate on the ascension journey via activation by another soulmate. No matter what type of soulmate it is, you are finding your way to Christ consciousness. You are recognizing the divinity within. Know thyself, right? So your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing. Some of that needs to be cleared out. It's old programming. And your spiritual path, which is what you are now becoming adept at. Then we have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. It's time to communicate. Gemini is the sign of communication, right? They're very, very, very good at communicating. So you need to flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy. Pay attention to the red flags and ask yourself, is it really them or is it just the judgments I've placed on myself that I am mirroring or projecting onto them? And maybe their contract is to project it right back at me. So it's time to have an honest discussion, possibly with your person, or maybe even just with Source and yourself. And honestly discuss your feelings. Practice how to communicate honestly with yourself, with the universe, and with others, and especially your divine counterpart. All right, now we're going to get some, these are the Messages of Love Oracle cards. Addiction, again, guys. Oh, I hear you, Spirit. Oh, time. Oh my God, all of them. And addiction is affecting this relationship. Practice makes perfect. Make the changes and practice them until they become new habits. Balance. One person is giving too much in this relationship. So if you're an overgiver, if you're looking for somebody to validate you or to love you or to give you everything you need emotionally, that can't happen. And if you're on a twin flame journey, their job is to resist union with you and to trigger you until you can find inner balance between your inner masculine and feminine. And then when you can love yourself unconditionally is when your partner is able to get on board and bring union to you. Then we have healing. Old wounds and childhood issues need revisiting. There's more to uncover and practice. Maybe it's not that you need to uncover it. Maybe you've already seen most of your childhood wounding. But Spirit is telling you, revisit them, clean it up. Where can you still be triggered around that? And expect triggers all month long till the next moon, maybe even beyond, right? It's retrograde season. The past is demanding time and attention and healing. Triggers, healing, balance, addictions, codependency, red flags. You guys got a lot here. I'm on it, God. Really, I am. All right, so last card is your postcard from Spirit. I drew this for Gemini, and I liked it so much, I decided I'm going to share it with every sign. So we have, Dearest You, on Earth, humans learn about life by telling stories and then creating new ones based on their shared experiences. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main story that you use to define yourself and others and the world around you. So to get the answers you seek, you must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. And then ask, why do you tell it? Is it really true? What else could be true? Can you see the truth that Spirit is in all things? Do you see how other stories overlap and intertwine? Spirit loves stories, for they are like blueprints for co-creation. So tell the one we know to be true about you, a story of courage, gratitude, honesty. Know thyself. Tell an empowered story about well-being, wisdom, and grace. You will experience your world according to the story you tell about it. So make sure they're stories that you can be proud of and that you can find joy, love, and happiness, which isn't on here, but I'm going to add that in. So I love you guys. I hope this resonated. It is a really, really, really good time to get a coaching session. If you're a twin flame and you need help on your journey or on the ascension journey, if you need help figuring out what your mission work is, if you need seeds planted within you that you can nurture and grow, reach out. That's my mission. And underneath this video, in the description box, is everything you need to book a session with me, whether it's a 1 card, 3 card, or a couple hours. You decide what you think you need. And I would love to meet you. Okay? So reach out and let me know if you would be interested in gaining some insight during this time on what are you being initiated into and becoming adept at. Who are you? What are you capable of? What are your gifts and talents? And what mission work should you be working on? And how can you practice implementing all the tools and newfound knowledge that you've gotten up till this point? So if you need help, I'll be here. Love and light, guys. Namaste.